Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to my favorite day. Today is Just for Fun Fridays, so pull up a seat and let's get cozy. Let's get started. Hi guys, this is Annette with Sun to Shine Astrology and Tarot, and I got my dream deck. I've wanted this coveted deck for 2 years. It is the Dark Mansion Tarot. And I got the large version because I have giant hands and I love, the bigger the card, the better, the thicker, the bulkier, like I love it all. I am not a card snob whatsoever. I just like them to last because I actually use my cards every day. I don't just put cards like this away, even though I should. I should get a backup deck of this. But here's the beautiful box. Nice, like really hardy box. And then look, it opens up into this gorgeous display. And I have peeked. Not gonna lie. So it says the Dark Mansion Tarot. This is the large size edition. I cannot even begin to pronounce this artist's name, so you guys can just look at it. And it says, we were creating this tarot deck for 2.5 years, devoting our hearts and our mind to it. We hope that you will love it as much as we do. Trust me, I will. Like, this is the deck for me. Like, oh, look at the inside of the box, you guys. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can do that display. Does that look good? Okay. So here's the beautiful backs. And it has some gilding. I don't think it's the kind of gilding, nope, it doesn't come off on your fingers, so that's kind of nice. These are big. I have really long fingers, and these are very long, and very bulky, just an FYI. So if you don't like bulky decks, you won't like this one. There's a regular size version, and that's more the tarot size, and I think that would be more the accommodating size for many people. But here's my cute little fool. He has just got the happiest face. He literally has no clue. Like, he's just jumping off that cliff. He's just living his best life. His dog is like, wait, what the frack? Like, hold up. And he's like his loyal little companion trying to caution him. And this little clown is like, nope, going for it. It just is the epitome of a cute little, oh, look at this bird up there. Looking at him like, are you fracking serious? And birds always represent the mind and the messages. So that's probably like, okay, let's just do it. We have the Magician here. And the Magician, you can see that these would represent the cups, right? And this represents swords, pentacles, and wands right here. What I really like is that this Magician is a scientist. I'm a science nut. I'm a little nerdy. And so I really like all the quirky gadgets and all the books. Wow. What is that noise? It's like a helicopter? Hold on just a sec. Sorry guys, there must have been something going on outside because there's like it sounds like a military copter flying like super low, crazy. I have to go check it out. Okay, we have the High Priestess. So we've got her with the knowledge and the faith, and she's, you know, kind of usually she has her foot on the moon. So she's very intuitive. But she's also just has a lot of knowledge. I think, and I've always thought of the 2 pillars as representing the balance between your intuition and your knowledge. That's why she is so elevated. That's the way that I've always perceived the High Priestess. She's very pretty. Okay. My favorite card in every deck, the Empress. She's very bountiful. Look at all that. She's got a great harvest going on. Venus sign is represented here. She's very extraordinarily beautiful. Anybody ruled by a Venus sign is usually pretty attractive. You can tell that she lives in this castle. She's very regal. The red for royalty. Just very, and she even has her star crown with all of those are usually the 12 signs of the zodiac, is all the stars up there that's in her crown usually. Very pretty. And then we have the Emperor. We do have a ram, which represents Aries. Very solid, very secure, very regal, very in charge. Look at his face. Very detached, very focused. Like one hand holding, like it looks like a staff of some kind, and then the other hand is holding some sort of treasure. This doesn't come with the book, so I'm like, I don't know. And then we have the Hierophant. He has his followers, and he is teaching his faith. And again, to me, when I see the Hierophant, I also see balance as well. Whenever I see the Hierophant always means to me where our faith lies, how we direct our faith. And then also just what influences our faith. So the Hierophant often influences the belief system or the faith. Wow, something's going on because there's another. I live close to Seattle, so I hope everything is okay. We have the Lovers. And look, ooh, somebody jelly. She is not happy that he chose her. But isn't that what lovers do? They make a choice. And if you see the destined partner, the fated partner, was this partner because the statue is pointing to this partner. That's the way that I see it. Oh, she's mad though. She's so in love with him. Like, look at her look up at him all starry-eyed. You've got the serpent up there that's usually wrapped up in the tree. I was trying to see if the two trees were different, but they're not. It's got a little moon up here. Right before a new moon, it looks like. I'm not sure. Okay. We have the Chariot. So you see the black and the white horse represented. A lot of movement in this card, right? Like you see like the fierce storm, right? You see the clouds rolling in. You see the birds flying around in the storm up there. You see this little cat running for its life. Get out of the way! Freaking crazy person's coming. It's like, Rah! That's what I see in that. It's very cute. Okay, then we have the Leo card, the Strength card. And she's just some bad butt Leo. Look at her with her infinity sign. She's just sitting there. This is a fierce freaking lion, but she's tamed it. She's cool. She's collected. She's not scared of being in control. She has overcome her insecurity, and she's just a strong, fierce woman, right? Love that card. You can even see the sun. Because the sun rules Leo. And then we have the Hermit here. And this is Virgo energy. And look at this guy's nose. Like, but you can tell that he's been there for a really long time, thinking, researching, pondering. He's got a lot of wisdom. He's very studious. He's very calculated, very organized in his bookshelf here. He's got the moon guiding him as well as his little light here. Usually it's a lantern, but this is like a little candle. And if you see, he's going toward the light, toward the moon, and away from the bookshelf, so away from this secluded little library. So he is, the key is when you get the Hermit card is you got to figure out why you need to have some downtime, because it is time for you to, like, when it's in reverse, you're resisting coming out of a point of seclusion, you know, a point of introspection. You're afraid that you haven't learned everything or whatever, depending on what all the other cards are. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here, guys. Sorry, keep putting it too close. And if you see, we have, this looks like air, water, earth, and fire, all the elements. And they're on this Ferris wheel that goes up and down, and there are people that are going up and people that are going down, right? And that's the ups and downs of the wheel card. You can see these people are on solid ground, solid foundation. They are no longer experiencing this up and down cycle. They've learned their lesson, whereas these people, maybe this person up here is caught in the upward side, but maybe on a downward spiral. It just depends on what part of this little wheel you're at. So to me, like, so fire's action, earth, it's grounding, water is cleansing, and air is flowing. I love that so much. Okay, stop looking. I can look at them later myself. Okay, so we have the Justice card, and the Justice card, she's got her scales here. She's got her foundation, her knowledge, to make her decision. She also has a sword in the other hand. So whatever conclusion she comes to, she will be able to lay down the law at the same time. She also represents balance. There's two pillars in here, and if you look at it, this is hung equally. So that to me represents balance as well. It's also a Libra card. Okay, we have the Neptune card. So this is being in the subconscious mind. Now I want you to look at this card because it's a very cool card. In consciousness, there's a big storm brewing up here, right? Going into the subconscious, down deep, right, into the mind, it's calmer. You get clear when you go deep. When there's not so much external noise and rhetoric and stimuli, like when you get into the subconscious, it becomes very simple, right? Because that's where all this grounded energy is at. And if you see, like, intentionally hanging here, this bat, look at this cute bat. He's like, hey, dude, what are you doing? Like, stealing my moves? Like, so cute. Okay, next we have the Death card. So Scorpio energy. And definitely represents death. Now, when I read a death card, I read a transitional moment. I read a transformative moment. This is definitely a darker version of the way that I read the death card, but it's still very beautiful. To me, too, I'm kind of captured by this gate here with the two lights. So it may look like the end, but this is a gate opening up to something different. That's kind of what I like, the transformational energy. We have the beautiful Temperance card, 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water, balance, equalizing, equal parts, very ethereal, very destined. Temperance is also another one of my favorite cards because when I get it, I know that there's something in my life that is not in balance. It's a reminder to me of, like, it's like Spirit saying, hey, pay attention to your life. Like, what is not in balance? What is not, like, this could be the spiritual realm as well. And this could be the physical realm because her foot's physically on a tangible thing. And here her foot is floating in water. Okay. We have the Devil card. This was on my phone for about a year. So I know it really well because I just wanted this deck so bad. But if you just notice, like, here's the devil just being a bad butt. This is Capricorn energy. So you can see the big horns, right? This is power and control over these little minions here. And if you see, they've given up. They've succumbed to this power and control struggle, and they've submitted to it. And so therefore, this could be something like addiction, any kind of thing that you do that's excessive, any kind of habit or ritual that's negative or self-sabotaging. Whenever I get this card, I just want you to pay attention to maybe an imbalance in power and control in your life. Maybe you are submitting too much. Maybe you're giving control to something or someone else because it's just an easy way out. You don't have to work that hard if you just submit, right? Okay, then we have the Tower, which is stunning. Still have the people, like right here. See how the people are like just falling. This awakening process. This is very action oriented, and this is where they're falling from. Quite the height that they're falling from. Look at this cat, you guys. He's like, "Meow. What the? I was here 2 minutes ago. It was fine. What just happened? Like fracking hell." Oh, yeah. And you can also see just this really turbulent energy up here, but it seems to calm as you get down into this foundation. I mean, sometimes, so the Tower cards to me is very simple. Something in your life has not been built on a strong foundation. Something, you need to be awakened or aware of something. Sometimes shocking events help us become very conscious of something that we almost refuse to be conscious of, or maybe that we refuse to acknowledge in our lives. So that's what I can see from this card. Okay, the Star card, that's another favorite of mine because whenever anybody gets this in my readings, you get to wish on a star. And I'm talking, these are big wishes. If you're wishing on a star, it's cosmic energy, right? You're wanting that fateful, that destined energy, you're wanting to just walk that path, your true path, your authentic path. She's very beautiful. Look how stunning she is. I mean, this is just, I love the bright stars all over the place. There's stars on her dress. Oh, she's very cosmic-y. It's Aquarius card, by the way. Okay. So then we have the Moon card. And even though a lot of people believe that this is Piscean, I also see it as like a Cancer card, but it's very Piscean. And so basically, one of the things about this card that I personally think they depicted so awesome is when she becomes conscious, her head is, like right now, she's currently in a conscious state. So her head is above these clouds. So her head is up here in this very conscious world. Below this line of clouds is the subconscious mind. And if you know anything about the Rider-Waite, that's where these dogs lie. And they're warning. But if your head's up here not looking at these things, you can't really see the dangers that your intuition is trying to talk to you about. Maybe you're blocking off your emotions. She's holding on to her emotions because water's emotion. And so I feel like she might be holding on to those emotions really tight, refusing to see what she needs to see. If you look at her little coat here, she's got all these keys all over the place. To me, that suggests that she has the keys to unlock the subconscious, but it's a refusal to look down. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes what this card, when I see it, it represents you were probably going to get a reality check. You're probably very unaware of something. There's something mysterious. There's something that is not, there's an illusion around something. Also, when I get this card, I also see that you're not very conscious of something quite yet. the moon card is like a deep card for me. Obviously, you can tell I just really went into it. But okay. Here we have the sun card. And the sun card is really pretty. These two little kids. So in the sun represents children, which is why you always see children depicted in this kind of Leo energy. Sun rules Leo. It's a very happy card. You get the feeling of very, very happy energy from that card. You have Judgment. You can feel the release in this card, can't you? You can feel the release of this angel sounding this trumpet, releasing these souls. And these souls like maybe were buried apart, but now they're coming back together. Like it's a joyous occasion when Judgment comes and releases us from those inner demons, those dark places where we hold ourselves back. This is a release. This card is a giant release card. It usually is a sign of being very conscious of where you hold yourself back. But it's also just a sign of somebody could be judging you at that particular moment, depending on other cards, whether that's good or bad. It's also just Judgment could be you're going before the courts and getting married, you're making it official. There's a lot of things that card means. And we have the World card here, the end of the major arcana. Very well depicted, very fun. A completion, an ending, you're no longer in those up and down cycles. So beautiful. Okay, so let's go on to the Ace of Wands. Nice fiery colors. Needs the beginning of taking action, or the spark, or the initial want to take action. We've got the Two of Wands. I really like this depiction of the Two of Wands. If you look, she's got two wands here. She is trying to decide between the two. So she's wavering, right? Balancing her ideas. Like she's trying to find balance in between the two ideas. Which way do I go? What direction do I need to take? And if you notice, like it is all about balance. Because if you're swinging in two directions, like you're swinging in two extremes, you can't make a decision that way. Okay. We have the Three of Wands. And she's very cute. You can tell that she is on a journey. She is making a choice. It's funny because threes to me are a significant number because it's the point to where you are actually making those plans to move forward. And if you see, there's a little stagecoach here off in the distance. She's like over here. Even though these are unmarked. I feel like there's just lots of plans on the table, lots of actions you can take, lots of exciting things, lots of opportunities at your disposal. Okay. Oops, 3, did I not do the 4? Oh. We have the Four of Wands. So cute. To me, this looks like a first date. It looks like going out on that hot date. It looks like that moment you've been waiting for, you've been looking forward to it. It's like that beautiful vacation. It's like that fancy dinner. It's just a really beautiful time of really uniting. If you look at 4 is it rules foundation, because 4s are foundation, stability, and structure. But it's also 2 and 2. So it's also just the ability to me, to consider being a couple, being united with somebody. It's not just about you building the strong foundation, but you building it with somebody else, or like multiple people. We have the Five of Wands. And look at these guys. These guys are, this is one of those drunk nights, where a bunch of guys are like all freaking drunk and they're going out and they're wrestling and they're trying to prove who is stronger. I mean, this card is just a card where they're like, I don't know. They're doing that dude stuff the dudes do when they're trying to like prove who has the most testosterone. Girls do it in a different way. They all like dress up and see who looks better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so funny. That's oops. Okay. Then we have the Six of Wands, which is it's like a small victory. It's like a pivotal moment in your life, you know, where you get a reward. You know, it's like these people are getting married. But, you know, they're going to go off and they're going to build a family. They're going to buy a house. You know, they're going to launch their careers. They're going to build a legacy together, and they're going to get old together. They're going to have kids. Like, there's lots of these small victories, lots of these Six of Wands moments in our lives. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands, and this guy is like, let's tussle. Like, he is not messing around. He's very mad. But one of the things I identify with this card is he's standing up for himself. He is making his voice heard. He is not afraid to fight for what is important to him. It doesn't matter if people agree with him. This is just being truly authentic to what you need. This is drawing boundaries. It doesn't matter with who. It could be with a group of people who've been pushing you and bullying you, and you just get up and you start like taking a stand. Seven of Wands is like a very powerful card. It's also just a totally rigid person who won't listen, but that too. Okay, so then we have an Eight of Wands. This is just movement. Look at her. Little witch. But look at this cat. I just noticed the kitty. So yeah, this is just going for it. You can feel the momentum. You can feel the movement in this card. The skies are orange. That orange is in between red and yellow, and that is just in between happiness and action. And so it's just true, pure, authentic momentum. We have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is, he's not looking too happy. Because you know what? There's still more work to do. You know what it's like? It's like, you know, when you're cleaning your house and you're just down to that last chore. You know, maybe you still got to go to the store, but you've just cleaned the whole house. It's like that. That's your day. Like, dang it, I've been cleaning all weekend. I got to go to the fracking store. Like, that's the way that his face, yeah, that's the way I look when I got to do that. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a very big card to me. It's always that card of like, you're moving forward, and it is a burden to move forward. It's a burden to move on to the next cycle. You've done so many things to get to this point, and it's wore you out, but you have to keep going. You have to complete this task. Because if you look, he might be selling this to these villagers and making money. It may be a task to get there. It's a long way, but it may be what it takes to make his future a little better. Then we have the Page of Wands here. He's a spunky thing. He's the guy that, you know, just doesn't have a clue, but thinks they do. You know, he's got a lot of spit and vinegar, and he thinks he knows it all, and he's really action-oriented. It's kind of like when you were in your teens to the early 20s. It's like, you're kind of like that guy. Like, just full of it, and you think you know everything, and truly you deeply know nothing. And then we have the Knight of Wands. This is a very secure, a forceful, not afraid person. This is a person that's very self-confident, never second guesses his choices, always moves with a particular mindset in mind. Pretty fierce too. Gets very fired up, very haughty type guy. And then we have this beautiful, oh, look at this Queen of Wands. Look at the green and the reds depicted in here. Look at the flames behind her. Oh, that green and the red this is just such a gorgeous card. Oh, you know, look at her saucy eyes. She knows she's hot. She knows that people want her, and that it's hard not to feel passion when you look at her. Like, she knows she's the shit. Like, she just does. And she's also very, like, very, very confident, very, very secure. She's not afraid of any kind of challenge. She's not afraid to take action, and she's fierce. Then we've got this King of Wands. Look at his dimpled chin, his square chin, his rough looks, his physique, his chiseled bod. Like, he's just all passion, fire, sex. He is just a handful. He's a handful. He also isn't want somebody to be messed with. He won't settle for less. He has to have the best of the best. You know, he's not scared to do whatever it takes to get it either. We have the Ace of Cups. It's quite beautiful. We have my dragonfly. And if I get those, I think that they are really good luck charms to me. I just feel spirit when I see them. We got the little lilies, the little water lilies. It's very pretty. Okay. Then we got the Two of Cups here. I love this. Look at this Two of Cups up here. We've got these little lovebirds up here. Look at them looking in each other's eyes. Look at this. This little worm is so happy because he's got his apple. He's like in love with his apple. Like, this is just lots of love. This is that chemistry, that moment where you click with somebody. It's kind of like the magic that you feel when you're really, really attracted to somebody. It's kind of that energy. Okay, we've got the Three of Cups here. We've got a bunch of friends, and I'm so happy that they made the friends male and females, masculine, feminines, whatever you want to call it, because I'm so sick of all the cards being all female. It's like, yeah, there's a whole world called men. Divine masculines out there in the world. But yeah, they're all just having a good time. Now, I do notice her eyes are lovingly looking at him. She flirting. She giving him the eyes of like seduction. But, I mean, it's pretty cute. Still, they're having a good time. Nice food. Going out and partying. Then we've got Mr. Dumpy. Four of Cups. Look, he is looking at all of these emotional situations. He is not doing it again. There's this offer, but he's just like, dude, I did that. I tried that. I tried that. And I tried that. I am just not ready. I'm not emotionally ready for more right now. I just freaking need to get over all these cups here. And his little face is like, he's still in the feels, so is not ready. Oh, we've got our little Five of Cups here. Oh, just very nostalgic. Very heartbroken. These cups, I feel like, are very unresolved issues. This one is like, okay, maybe you've resolved that issue, but it's still painful. This one up here is just like unable to like even consider these two options here when you're just got this is just being stuck and you can't move forward because all you can do is remember the good things. Sometimes we idealize past people, past things, and we don't remember them properly because when you're in a state of mourning or loss or whatever, like you'll tend to remember the best things about them. Look at this beautiful Six of Cups. We're going to do this up close because look at this card. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so the Six of Cups, it's like looking at she's just very nostalgic. She's got all her pictures. She's got some baby pictures here. She's just thinking about her kiddos. This is what happens to me when I think about my kids because they're all grown up and doing their own thing. I just have very beautiful memories of my beautiful kids. And when I think of them, my heart gets all squishy. And so this is a person that is very, looking back, this could be a very good card to indicate that somebody is coming back from your past. This could also be a card when you get it in a reading. Could be something like, if it's in retrograde, somebody is going to reach out because they're looking at old pictures of you, like on the internet. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is sweet. Got all these choices, confused, bewildered, doesn't know which one to choose. Lots of emotional opportunities, which way to go. Some of them are good, can gain you a lot of stability, and some of them are dangerous. Isn't that the fun? I don't know. It's nice to like contemplate the good and the bad sometimes. Then we have the Eight of the Cups. Her back is to a full moon. Full moons are a culmination or an ending in astrology. This suggests, as it's going off into the distance, or it may be coming in land to take her somewhere else, because she does have a little bag here. She's definitely leaving all this behind. All this hard emotional work and commitment, she's just done with it. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a situation, an emotional situation, before you move forward and walk away from it. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups. He is very, very rich, very secure, very emotionally abundant. Do you ever feel like that point where you feel so good about your life that you just feel like emotionally satisfied? That's what he feels like. Just very secure, very, very happy. Built stuff that he's very, very proud of. And then you have this beautiful Ten of Cups. This cute little family. You know, it's got the little dog. The 2.5 kids. Classic depiction of like the white suburb family, but we won't go there. Still a cute card. Okay, so then we have the Page of Cups. And this guy, look at him, he's a little sailor. He's going to go out there and sail. His mind is so big and so excited. And he wants to experience everything. He's emotionally a savage, right? He just wants to feed all those exciting feelings that he has. Then we have the Knight of Cups here. And this Knight of Cups is, he's Don Juan. He is like, hello, my friend. He is a smooth talker. He can be so emotionally manipulative because he just knows what to say and how to say it to just get what he wants. He's very secure and confident, but emotional too and sensitive, which is so freaking sexy in a person. Male or female, doesn't matter. That shit's sexy. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Look at her beautiful pearls on her dress. Look at that, guys. Very pretty. I want you to see everything, because this card, they put so much work into all the art. Very gorgeous. But she's just very confident. She's accomplished a lot. She's emotionally secure. She's very, very, very intuitive. But she's also just rational. Like, she's not all in the feels all the time. In reverse, she can be incredibly emotionally unstable and manipulative and explosive and emotionally topsy-turvy. But upright, she's just she's very in tune with others. She's very loving. She's very nurturing. She's very gentle. She's very kind. Then we've got the King of Cups here. Still, he's got his beautiful pearls. Oh, look at his like little Pisces fish on there. Usually he's depicted sitting in water with some turbulence behind him, but he's on a strong foundation, which shows that no matter how turbulent the emotions get, he's absolutely secure. He's stable, he's rational, yet in tune with his emotions and what other people are feeling, so that he can help stabilize them and make them feel secure, because he initially is a lover. You know what I mean? Like, he's very, very sweet. Then we have the Ace of Swords here. When we get onto the swords, this is mostly about the mind and the agility of the mind and the opportunities to learn more, to do more. And if you look at this, I love the reflection on the water of the moon. That's beautiful. And sometimes to make a decision, you do have to reflect. Have I done this before? Gosh, this feels like an old lesson. Like, I've been here before. I know I've had a situation like this before, and this happened to me, and I don't know if I want to do it again. It's like taking back an old lover. It's like, do you really want to do it again? Do you really want to take back an old lover and go through that lesson again? Have they really changed? It's kind of like that thought. So it's not about what she sees or what information is being fed to her. It's kind of like how she feels and how it emotionally activates her enough to make a decision. And it's also just not wanting to make a decision because you're not ready. That could be it too. This is the Three of Swords. Look, it's a memory. It's a loss, of course. It's also the swords going through the heart. This was a painful loss, or a painful memory, or a memory that it looks as if it's timeless. Like, you're never going to be able to go back to whatever the situation was. Sorry. Then we have the Four of Swords. She's very tired. Look at her eyes. She's very drained. She's very tired. She's looking down. She really just needs to rest. It's been a journey for her, I think. And she just needs to, like, chill out, rest, relax, reflect, rejuvenate, recharge. Look at this guy. I hate him so much. I totally dislike the Five of Swords, and I get it all the time, so that's why I like it. This card to me has always been symbolized the person that got away with part of my mind. Like, when I get this card, I know that I'm having thoughts about some negative thoughts about a past situation where somebody took away my power, where somebody won, where somebody, it didn't look like they had any repercussions to any of their actions. They're terrible actions. They're self-oriented actions. They're actions that led to demise and the pain and the suffering of others. Believe me, I have enough of those. Okay, so then we have these Six of Swords. So this card to me is a strange card, because whenever I see the Six of Swords, it can be moving, relocating. It can be you're starting to go home shopping for somewhere else. It could be like you're accepting a job that makes you have to relocate, so you're looking somewhere else. This could be a trip. You could be taking a small trip. You could be taking a trip camping. But this can also depict leaving something behind. The Six of Swords, often when it's in a reading for me, it's like I have moved on from something and left something in the past. And that is never an easy feat for somebody like me, because I have attachment issues. So, like, it is hard for me to do stuff like that. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Swords. And this is Mr. McSneaky. This is the thief, the liar. This is the villain of the story. This is the guy, the con artist, you know? The guy that made off with some of your crap. You know, you took somebody in and then they just took everything from you. That's this guy right here. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. Her hair is over her eyes. And if you look, these swords are holding down parts of her dress even. got a gorgeous dress. But this is just an inability for her to move forward, but there's no reason why she can't. She could just move her hair. She could just move those swords. This is like, to me, this is like, I'm a victim. This is like victim consciousness. This is like staying stuck because you don't want to move forward. This is like blaming other people for your situations and not wanting to move forward because you feel like you don't have a choice, but you always do. Come on. Oh, and this is just a very sad card. Look at her. She's very sad. Oh, just nightmares, night terrors. Those thoughts that you can't stop thinking about when the lights go out, when everything gets quiet. You know, to me, when the lights go out and it's nighttime, that's when your subconscious talks to you the most. And if you are having bad nights and bad thoughts, then that's your subconscious. You're either being triggered or your inner child is restless. But it's a great time for you to visit shadow work, turning off that light and laying there and listening to your mind, getting up and doing some shadow work, some journaling, and trying to figure out, pull that stuff out of the subconscious and work it out, man, because that stuff is just, it's terrible to live with. And then we just got this Ten of Swords. It's an ending, the full moon. It's always a culmination. It's the ending. It's the resolution. It's the no going back. It's very painful cycle, a very painful cycle, a very long cycle, a cycle that actually completely changed everything, and you'll never be the same again. Okay, then we have the Page of Swords. And this Page of Swords, oh, he's all full of spit and vinegar. He just, you know what he is? He's the guy that just thinks he knows everything, so he says a bunch of facts, but he doesn't actually know. Like he'll say something, but it's like very superficial. It's like a fact he heard maybe on the internet, but he really doesn't really know anything about it. But it's just a statistic, or it's a cool fact or a fun fact to spit out to kind of charm everybody, but he really doesn't actually know anything about it. That's the Page of Swords. Then you have the Knight of Swords here. And this Knight of Swords is, he is fierce. His tongue is very precise. He is very logical and rational. He's like the lawyer, you know, when you get in court and you're fighting with that person and they've got every statistic, every fact. They pulled out all their documents and they're fighting with purpose and words and things they know are going to get their way. This is the debater that always wins the debate, always wins, you know, in an argument. Then you have the Queen of Swords here. This Queen of Swords, she's fierce. Very detached. Look at how cold she is. No expression. She's very unemotional. She makes completely logical and rational choices. She usually gets what she wants. She is very, very manipulative. She will say whatever it wants if it gets her head. She reminds me of Circe on, what was the name? Game of Thrones. She's Circe. You know how Circe was like charming and seductive and sweet, but freaking vicious? And she could like manipulate people, and she knew every right thing to say to everybody else to get what she wanted. Or with that other girl, but I don't remember her name. She was another good, she's another good Queen of Swords. And then we have this King of Swords. He's much the same way. Very cold, very icy. He is more of a dictator. He is more of an authoritarian. He is more of just black and white thinker. Very, very logical and rational. If you came to him all emotional, you would get no response from him. He would not like that emotional scene. Like, he needs you to calm down and then talk about the facts. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is always my favorite suit, I think. I do like the cups too. We have the Two of Pentacles, and of course he is wavering. He is going up and down and up and down. He can't quite make a decision about which direction to go with his life. He's got lots of ideas, but he just really hasn't decided yet. People who are Pentacles or people who are Earth signs take a long time to make decisions. Here is the Three of Pentacles, and this Three of Pentacles, they're working hard. They're collaborating. These are probably the financiers, and this is probably the engineer. And, these people need this, and he is drawing it out, but they're working together to build something together. The Four of Pentacles, greedy, withholding, very insecure. You're not wealthy when you're in a mindset where you're greedy, because this is the top 1% right now that I hate and loathe so deeply. And these are the people that just can't get enough money. There's not enough money in the world to make these people happy. They're never happy. They're never satisfied because they always want more, because they're never secure. They're always so insecure. They're worried about their foundation because that's a 4. So they're just constantly worrying about their foundation. Their structure, their legacy, their brand, whatever you want to call it. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. These people are too proud to take help. They need it really bad, but they won't ask for it. And that's prideful. That's not going to get you where you need to go. Sometimes when you're really, really low in life, you really, really need to reach out to people and to lower your pride and your ego and tell people how much you need help right now. You'll be surprised that the help is out there, the resources, something is out there for you. We've got the Six of Pentacles. This is this very wealthy lady here giving to this poor little kid. She doesn't need all that wealth to herself. She's very kind, she's very generous. And one of the things that I love about the Six of Pentacles is every time I get it, I know that I need to give more because I'm receiving so many blessings and I'm so thankful for my life, and I need to be out there giving more. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is a very hard worker, very simple, really productive, and all this person wants to do is just harvest some kind of growth, just he wants to watch what he's building and what he's working on and what he's pouring his heart into grow and flourish so he can harvest it, is what I was trying to say. But he's so proud of what's going on right now. I mean, it's kind of like when you plant your garden and you go out there and it's like you see the little vegetables starting to grow. It's not quite harvest time, but it's growing and you're so proud. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles here. This guy's a very, very hard worker. Probably a workaholic. Probably somebody who really can't think of anything else but work right now. Not at all. Look at this beautiful Nine of Pentacles, and when you get her in a reading, you get a wish in mind too. This is, what do you guys wish for? What do you want in the material realm? Wish for it, because it could come true. Simplify it. Really feel like you're abundant and you have it. Write it down. Continually wish for it. She's got everything she ever needs. And then look, we've got these 10 of Pentacles here. And you've got just generations of a happy family. You've got grandpa. You've got, it looks like, that might be grandma. That might be husband, wife. That might be the kiddos, the dog, your baby. Or it could be a grandkid. You never know. But this is just a flourishing family. This is secure, happy, abundant family life. We have the Page of Pentacles. He's a dreamer. He is aspiring. He's a creator. He's a consumer. He's got big dreams. He wants a lot. He's so hopeful. He wants the big house. He wants the car. He's got all kinds of ambition. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles here. And he's a slow mover. He's look at him. He's up on a cliff here, guys. And he's looking over the land. Before he travels down, he's assessing the situation. He's very precise. He's very slow moving. But when he does create movement, he always succeeds. And he's highly respected for how calm and cool he is. He's very easy to go to. And he usually makes people feel very peaceful. And he's easily trusted. And then we have the beautiful Queen of Pentacles. She's another favorite of mine. Look at her. Look at her little bunny. Just abundant. She's just very happy. Such a gorgeous card. I mean, just the detail that they did with all the jewels. I mean, she's very wealthy in the material realm. She represents the material realm. Very abundant, very wealthy. And then we have the King of Pentacles. And you can see the Taurus horns right there. Just very secure, wealthy, grounded, abundant. He's made really, really good decisions. He's the guy to go to if you need really good advice about something, because he's never going to be, he's going to give you the most conservative advice, but also something that can help you attain your goals. So again, this was the Dark Mansion Tarot. The way to order this, guys, is you have to go to their website. When you go to their website, you do have to order, and I think is it in Europe? Not sure, but I heard when this first came out that there was a lot of problems with shipping, and that people didn't get them very fast. I got mine incredibly fast. For what's going on in the world, mine would just, I think it only took me like 3 weeks to get it. I was shocked. So that is the beautiful Dark Mansion Tarot. And I hope you guys enjoyed this so much, because this is like the best day of my life. Like, I love this deck so much. I'm so happy. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys go out and get this deck, because I want you to, because I love it. Bye-bye.